today we're going to go explore the city again and maybe try some different areas that we haven't seen yet. Maybe try to get a bit out of Port-au-Prince, because it would be nice to show a bit of the other parts of the country. But you know, in Haiti, you never know what's going to happen. It's really beyond anything I've experienced, as I've mentioned.
Someone put some channel points, bro.
Drive into Port-au-Prince and see what the day holds. Always nervous here.
Hit me with some stretching channel points, man.
All those burnt tires. Look at that. This is all yesterday it happened.
All right, so we just come to this market area, and there's something big happening in the city at the moment. Yesterday there's been protests. They were lighting things on fire in the street, and somebody was actually shot, killed here in the city. And the protest is 3 days, and that's including yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And so it's very tense in the city here. So we're gonna see how the day goes, and never ending here.
That's wild, bro.
Sean's got some kind of, what is this, magic potion? I have to smell it, right?
Zombie powder.
Zombie powder.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
Should I be scared?
Go ahead.
So yes. Wow. I hardly even smelled and it flew up. It like came out by itself.
I know.
Like a spirit or something.
But it won't affect you, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm completely fine.
Zombie powder, what?
There's a little bit of bones in it.
Bones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Human bones. Human bones. So there are things that he can't talk about concerning zombies, resurrections, and stuff like that.
Black magic. You're saying that this is like a soft drink that they put in Corona bottles?
Exactly. Water, there's some sugar in it, and other things that he can't tell you about. Whatever they have here is kind of what they use as potions for magic and voodoo kind of cult.
Cult?
Yeah.
I've been in Haiti for a while now, and I've been seeing the most extreme things of my life, basically. What's it like living here?
What he's trying to do is try to adapt with the situations. I mean, when it's sometimes he's unable to open his business. He doesn't open it because of the insecurity and all the problems. For instance, if there is protest at this moment, all of those guys would have to shut their business. There was a man who killed and a young girl that was injured.
Yesterday, not too far from here?
He's one of the activists who got killed. He's a political activist.
And when these gentlemen are sharing all this information in quite a lot of detail, they seem quite nonchalant about it, you know? It just seems like, well, yeah, a little girl was injured and a man was shot. And they just seem like, yeah, that happened. Is this just normal to them now?
Now he's trying to try to adapt with the situations. It's become kind of normal to them. Hearing a protest is going to happen today, or a person got shot. It's been happening for quite a while now, and they adapt with the situation, however it's come.
And if there's a message you can give to the powers of this country, what would that message be?
That there would be security. Tourists will enter into the country, and that he could sell his belongings, and that's what he's looking for.
Is it quite rare to see a white guy like me coming in this market?
Yes.
When was the last time you saw a white guy?
Before they were in. Yeah, there were problem of insecurity in the country. They don't come.
We actually had planned on going to the beach today.
Shit crazy,
We'd actually planned on going to the beach today because I want to show some like positive aspects of the country, but we can't leave this region. Because if we leave this region, we could get trapped out of it, because if the protests come and they block the streets, we'll be stuck out of this relatively safe area of the city. People are just going nuts. They really don't like the camera, even when it's filming myself. So we have to stay here, otherwise we could get trapped out, and then you don't want to be locked out of the safe area of the city when it's dark, or really any time. So when I say safe, I mean yesterday there were fires on the street and people were killed, so safe has a different definition here. No, Sean, it's quite a shame because we tried to go and show some of the beauty of the country in the last video, and then today we were going to go to one of the nicest beaches. Each time we try to get out, in the last video we were met with a protest and we couldn't go any further after driving all day. And then today we've been blocked again because there's violent protests potentially that could unfold, you know?
For sure, we wanted to share a little bit beauty of Haiti, maybe the coastline and the beach that has existed toward the north part of Haiti. But unfortunately, I don't see this is something that would be possible for us to do.
We can't go to the coast that's right on the city because that's all gang-run territory, and even if you step out into these areas on the coast, firstly you have to go through the world's most dangerous neighborhoods, and even if you get to the beach, you could be sniped by another gang, right? They even shoot children and stuff. So.
Oh yes, it's not that easy at all. I mean, going toward the north, it's a problem. The central is a problem. The south is a huge problem. I mean, it's quite difficult.
So we're kind of trapped in this.
Right in the middle,
crazy.
yes.
Yeah, we can't get out.
Yeah, I heard this protest will probably last 3 days, so we'll see.
And where are we going now, Sean?
We're gonna track down protests. Are you ready?
Hey, that nigga with the smoke, bro. Yo, Groot, this is the dangerous country in the world, bro. Haiti, man. And it's basically just like a vlog, and they in there doing their thing. The police officer stopped us and.
All right, guys. Bit of a situation. We've been pulled over by the police again, and because I don't have my passport on me, because I don't travel with it, because if my stuff gets stolen, which is, you know, it's very possible in this place, you know, you've seen what it's like, then I'm stuck here, right? And imagine trying to get a new passport in Haiti. It would be, you know, the administration doesn't really work here, right? So what am I, you know? So I leave it at home and it hasn't been a problem so far. Cops have pulled us up and stuff. But now they're like demanding that I need it and all this kind of thing, and it's like super intense, man. They're like these cops are just shouting in my face, like in French. There was one guy that spoke English. He was a lot more low tempo, but yeah, one of them's not too happy with me. And to be honest, this is like the furthest I've ever been pushed on any of my trips. Like emotionally, it's super intense. Like so overwhelming. Like really, no matter what we do, there's issues, there's problems. It's friction. 24 hours a day, friction. As soon as you leave that hotel, friction all day, problems. And you know, I've traveled in so many countries, and you know, some of the most intense, dangerous, humanitarian crisis-ridden places in the world, and nothing compares to this, really. So. Sean's talking to them now. Let's see what happens. I'll check back in with you soon.
Worst, bro.
The cops, this guy started to get like super in my face, just shouting at me, and they were trying to arrest me, right?
Oh yeah, that was the second time that you were about to get arrested again.
Yeah. He was adamant that I was going with him, right? He said you could go, but I'm staying.
Oh yeah, you were gonna stay.
There was a lady that came up, a police woman.
Yeah, she was flaming this stuff.
She was like trying to get this guy more angry than he was, but luckily there was a guy who spoke English, and he was very calm and
well, did you get a guy, and he's calm, and he knows his job.
Yeah. As
a police officer, how to approach people in a good professional manner.
Yeah. He was the reason that I'm not in a prison now, right?
Yes, of course, because let's say if all 4 police officers were agitated, you know what would happen? Because of just a single one of them that was quite well expressing himself.
Yeah.
Even the chief himself, the chief was very upset.
Because the chief was the one that was like shouting at me, you know?
Yes,
and obviously I couldn't understand
there was no reason for you to do it.
You left the car, and again, Sean, you worked your magic, which I'm still confused how you do this, because there's been so many situations where I'm like, it's finished.
Yeah.
And then you go away with somebody and you talk to them, and then you come back and you're like, all right, we're off. And I'm just like, how does he do this? Because every time I'm like, this is it. This has got to be it. I can't have so many lives in this country, you know?
I know.
Like, how many times there's going to be where
Yeah.
we see all these things happen and then you say something and you talk your way out of it, you know? It's pretty incredible.
You know, the best thing is that we didn't commit any crime. We're doing what we're doing with a good intention. And I approach him with a good intention. He responds to me with a very good intention, but at least I got my way out.
Thanks so much, man.
You're welcome.
That dude saving that nigga life, bro. I know he paid him a lot of money to take you down this thing, man. Something on fire.
Hold on. We're going to do it by foot. Now there seems to be the protest is starting in some part, and there is some tires that they're burning down here. Let's try and take a look and see what's happening. I saw a huge fire right in the middle of the street. Perhaps the protest already started.
So we're just driving through the streets and there's a huge fire in the middle of the street.
Bro.
Tires on fire blocking the road.
No, you can't get those guys. You
Huh?
can't get those
Okay.
guys in the shop.
Right.
Why they burning it, bro?
Total chaos, as I was saying the whole time yesterday and since the day you arrived. I think Haiti's gone to the bottom pit.
Are these days that I've been here some of the worst of the country in like a long time, or what? Like it seems like everything's just collapsing right now.
It's always happened, but right now the people are feeling that they're going through too much and that the authorities are not responding to their demands. And now everything is starting to exploding. So since the government allowed all those problems to keep piling up on each other until it reached the height maybe of heaven. But now I think the people are on the move or reacting.
We're driving past another tire that has just finished burning, so there was another fire right here. My days here have pushed me to breaking point. I can't imagine what it's like to be a citizen living in this country, you know, for years upon years of, you know, absolute terror and hardship.
Bro.
Yesterday, activists are being killed in the street. Today, they're right back out there still fighting for a better future for their country, but
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be working, does it?
Well, there's a lot of people who love their country, and there is so many also that willing to leave that there is no way to leave this country. But I believe most Haitians just love their country and they want to find the solutions in a way that they and their own country can have a better life instead of living in some other country that's not their own. So I believe that's the main reasons why many of them wants to live here. It's the same for me. I love my country. And I would love that everything that should be done in this country in a way that the people can find a better life. And they don't have to leave this country or even take the boats and try to, you know, die in the middle of the sea and try to leave this country.
Bro, it's gonna take a lot of money, bro. Bro, some parts you just gotta let it die off, bro.
This way,
Merci, monsieur.
that's Christianville.
Merci, merci.
This is the airport over there.
Airport, yeah. So we've come up to this amazing viewpoint, really. You can see everywhere in the city, and I think it's an old abandoned hotel. So all this coastline is occupied by gangs, so you can't go to these beaches, like I was mentioning. You have to drive like an hour and a half minimum to another beach. We just tried to drive to that beach because the process hadn't started
Man,
at
look
that
how
point.
beautiful
We
that
might be able
looked,
to make
bro.
it after all. But we get down to that main road. We're driving through gang territory. And then there's just a full roadblock, and we're like, you know, you got to read the omens sometimes. It was just one bad thing after the next, and it was just not, you know, going in a great momentum, really. It was, you know, you saw it. We decided to come back up here and look down on the city, and even on the way here, I pulled into a travel agent because I wanted to buy flights tomorrow. Sean and I wanted to go to Cap Haitian, the place we tried to go in the last video, but we were stopped. I wanted to go there, fly there, try and show the positive side of the country, you know, because that's like the more beautiful, more stable area. But there's no available flights. It's not possible to get there at the moment. It's a real shame because it's been absolute horrible things that I've been documenting, but you know, I am trying to to find some hope and some light, but it's proving really difficult. I just have to be honest with you with that, you know. It's proving to be quite the challenge to find anything that's not terrifying or extremely depressing. I mean, I've been targeted by the police so many times here. The craziest thing is I had a gang member down in the most dangerous neighborhood, and he was walking right behind me to stop bullets hitting me. I've been looked after better by the gangs here than the police, that's for sure, and that's not me promoting gangs or saying they're completely morally sound guys. It's just an interesting observation, right? By no means am I saying what the gangs do is, you know, okay at all, but it's just an interesting observation. I think that I felt more safe around gang members than I do around police. Take that for what it's worth. I'm not trying to make any point by saying that, but I just thought it was interesting to point that out. You know, I'm just coming and I get to visit and leave. People live here. They live through this for their entire lifetime. This country hasn't been stable for a long time, and it's definitely not going in a right direction. I mean, talking to Sean, he says it's the worst it's been in his memory. Even just in the time that I've arrived, it's getting progressively worse. Petrol's gone up 33% since the last video I made. No wonder people are going crazy and lighting things on fire and stealing cars to block roads. What do you expect? They just push past the limit of no return, you know? You can't just keep, you know, the pressure cooker's boiling and boiling. It's going to explode. And that's what's happening.
Damn, place can be beautiful, bro. It really can. People just fucking it up, bro.
We've come to this abandoned restaurant on this hilltop. Used to be popular, I think, back in the 80s. Over the years and tourism dropping off and things, it's just been abandoned, and there's people squatting in here, living in here. So really nice people. The kids are smiling and things. We're gonna have a look at where they live up here with this $1 million view, right?
I'm sleeping here when I do my painting, you know.
Oh, you're an artist?
Yes, you saw me down here do the painting.
Oh, you're selling
Hey, they
them.
smart
Yes,
though.
I
When
started
that shit
painting,
closed down, hey,
but I
that's
can
my
show
new
you.
house.
No problem. You don't have any problem. I can show you my books, you know. But you see, and
They smart for that.
guys, it's me.
Niggas got $1 million view, nigga, for free. They ain't even build it.
This is my license.
This is your artwork then?
Yes, the
And
painting.
that's you?
Yeah, it's me. This is painting I did.
Wow.
This painting, it's my painting.
Have you traveled in the US? Or where did you learn English?
When I go to school, I studied little English.
Okay.
But you know, I'm salesman. I sell my painting. I sell something wood mahogany. You know, when I talk to you, you talk to me.
All
But
right.
I practice my English. You come to my teacher.
So you meet foreigners and,
Yes.
and you talk, right?
Yes, when
Yeah.
you talk to me, but I'm practice
Right.
English. But there's no, I talk, man. not very very well, but just.
Good enough, yeah. And do you like living here?
Yes.
Yeah. You got an Adam Sandler poster up there?
But yes, you can see this one.
Yeah.
Is the film? Ça sont filmés.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I didn't see somebody was sleeping down
Okay.
here, sorry. Is life bad or good in Haiti?
But it's not good for me.
Very bad.
It's not good for me.
Uh-huh.
Because you know I'm painter, but if they have any tourists in my country, but my business can't work, you know. It's very bad now. It's very bad. But if I have a chance for change the world for go and United States is better for me.
So you want to go to America?
Yes, I want to go because you know
And can you? Can you go? Is it possible?
I have people for go, but I have any money. I don't have any for the power for go there.
What is the big problem now in the country? What's the problem?
And the problem politic
Okay.
and Haiti is a bad politic. But when they fighting, I don't know. I don't see why they fighting, because the black one fighting and the black one, but it's not good. It's not good.
Right. So look, just people fighting each other and nothing good happening after.
They fighting. They not know.
They don't
for
know why.
what. They
real.
fighting, but they not know for what they.
They don't even know why they
If-
fighting.
The politic, you know, can say, give the people food and give the people an opportunity for working is good, but it's a bad politic in Haiti.
Do you see less and less tourists coming here?
Yes, no, because you know the problem in Haiti, the tourists can't come in. Because, you know, if you have one life, you don't have any two life here. But if I kill you, but you never come back in Haiti again.
Very, very dangerous.
Very down.
Okay. Well, merci.
Thank you too.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Tim pa vin bay ti moun yo chay poti men. Ti moun yo pat mem la men.
Non, this is a
Man,
This
he
is another
good,
room
though.
of the restaurant which people are still living in up here.
Shit crazy, folks.
Here I am.
Damn.
Back in the sanctuary of this nice hotel room here. I mean, it's not an exaggeration that when I walk through those doors at the end of the day, just huge relief. It's getting more and more kind of pressure every day because of the things that I've seen, and there hasn't been one day on this trip that hasn't had some kind of extreme event really unhinged. I mean, I just hope that it comes through on the videos, because obviously I can't be filming when a police officer's in my face shouting at me, or when I'm seeing a kidnapping happening, or when there's somebody with a knife trying to stab the tires of our car and keep us stranded in the middle of nowhere while they're hijacking cars to block a road, or while gangsters are running around with AR-15s pointing them at our vehicle. I can't articulate that, I can't show it on video, but I just hope that you get the the grasp of things, you know, almost being arrested by the military. That's another one. I mean, you know, this country every day is just getting more and more heavy. Tires on fire in the street today. Somebody was killed down the road yesterday, just near this hotel. Sean was telling me that he thinks that some of those police officers today were trying to, you know, play a trick because I have a press card. They took that and then they took Sean's ID, and what could have been happening is they were trying to send me back to get my passport. Then they would have called ahead to another cop and then caught us, and if Sean didn't have his license and I had absolutely no documentation, then they could have just straight out thrown us in prison, because you have to have an ID in this country. Sean's been telling me for the longest time, tourists or journalists coming here, you don't need to carry your passport, because if you carry a passport and you get robbed, which can easily happen here, I'm sure that's not too much of a surprise to you considering the state of the place, you lose your documentation, then you're stranded in Haiti. It would be a huge mission to try and get any form of documentation and get out of this country, and the can of worms that would open. So going out without a passport I'm not the only one doing this. This is what foreigners coming to Haiti have been doing for a long time, at least in Port-au-Prince, especially in the neighborhoods in the areas that I'm going into. It's not the place you take very valuable things like your international identification that you need to travel out of here.